People are making bets about skinny dipping with women that have huge fake breasts within 3 minutes. So if that's what you're here for, they got it. Two-Headed Shark Attack starred Hulk Hogan's daughter, Charlie O'Connell's less talented brother, and sex symbol Carmen Electra. So at least the cast for this one can't get any worse, right? So who's in it? Chris Brown's girlfriend. Oh my god. Woman needs more therapy than I do after watching this film. Oh, she dated him after the Rihanna thing. Then she doesn't deserve any sympathy. Three-Headed Shark Attack stars Karoosh Tran, a socialite who rose to prominence by dating Chris Brown. That's like the 2008 version of getting famous by eating Tide Pods, and it's aged just as badly. But this one also stars Danny Trejo and Rob Van Dam, at least a little bit. This cast couldn't look more like they blew the entire budget on crack. So Maggie is a research assistant on this underwater vessel that's researching garbage, which has mutated a bunch of animals. They do a whole thing explaining why the shark has 3 heads, and I don't care. Doesn't matter. What are you doing? Come on. So anyway, there's basically this beach party. People, shark, die. And then there's this underwater research vessel, and it's like, oh, so this is where the film's going to be set. No, shark, immediately die. And then the people who get off of that spend a long time trying to get on a boat, and then get killed off one by one, and then they run into a cruise ship. And that's kind of the main plot, is that they run into this cruise ship and then the shark attacks that. But the cruise ship isn't it doesn't show up for like 40 minutes. But then we meet the cruise ship, and Rob Van Dam's on the cruise ship, everybody's 20th favorite wrestler turned actor, and then they just kind of call Danny Trejo, who's just sitting on a boat with his friends and happens to have guns. We don't know what they were doing, what they are, nothing. It's just implied that they're probably drug dealers because it's Danny Trejo, and he just couldn't look more like a drug dealer. And then they come to help as well, and just everybody dies pretty much. It's just really dumb. I do love that the shark is somehow mutated to also not just have 3 heads, not just the obvious mutation, but also it seems to have mutated to be able to like consist of on just like cans that have been thrown in the ocean. It's a kind of like Simba eating only bugs but being stronger than all the other lions type situation. Like, it doesn't really, he's like huge, but also I can't tell how huge the shark is because the CGI is so bad that it just varies wildly what size the shark seems to be. Sometimes it appears to be the size of the cruise ship, sometimes the size of like a shark. Like, it's the kind of film that feels like it's struggling to even draw out the plot long enough to be 80 minutes long, which is grim. And it's also trying to explain all the time why Rob Van Dam and Danny Trejo aren't on the screen that much. It's because they cost too much. So it's just bad. I would actually say it's probably better than Two-Headed Shark Attack, but it's still at the level of being so bad that I would rather actually be attacked by a shark than have to watch this again. Like, Karoosh Tran, she just seems like one of those girls who only ever whispers. She shouldn't act like she's I mean, it goes without saying that the actors in this aren't good, but she's so bad as a leading character. She is like a mouse, and when she actually has to be shouting, it's the most awkward kind of, no way, like, volume! There's a point in this where the shark is attacking a boat with Danny Trejo on it, and the only thing stopping it from getting to him are these windows that it can't quite break, and he takes out a gun and starts shooting at the windows. Even the characters in this are so desperate to die. Like, he does then chop off one of its heads with a machete, which grows back. There are just so many reasons why this is a monstrosity. Like, as if being made by the Asylum didn't tell you that it was going to be bad, and being called Three-Headed Shark Attack didn't tell you it was going to be bad. Like, it is a film that just doesn't know what to do with itself. Like, it only really brings the cruise ship into it so that it can be like, yep, here's more women in bikinis, in case you didn't get enough of them. At some point, Karoosh Tran's shirt vanishes. Like, the whole like third act of the film, she's just in her bra and some little shorts, and I don't know how that happened. I don't remember when that happened. Like, it just suddenly that's what she was wearing, and it's that kind of film. But it's also never got like an actual like sex scene or like breasts in it, so it's an Asylum movie. Yeah, that's pretty much what they all are like. Yeah, it's just not really got what you want, no matter, and I mean this, no matter what you want, even if you're a horny 13-year-old, you're really not going to be getting what you're looking for here. So I'm giving, maybe people shouldn't be allowed to lead films just because they're dating Chris Brown? Half a star. Imagine gaining fame by dating Chris Brown after the Rihanna thing. That's how you get well known. Like, you couldn't be more deserving of a film called Three-Headed Shark Attack. And then Danny Trejo. Rob Van Dam. Man. Subscribe to see how I deal with 5- and 6-headed shark attacks. Those are real films.